Manchester United fans, I know you might be a little bit disappointed that United are out of the race to sign Victor Osimhen from Napoli, but we do have some good news regarding Manchester United's chase to try and sign Matheus Cunha. We have talked about everything that has been reported already about Manchester United rapidly advancing negotiations with Matheus Cunha, the speed in what they want this deal done in. They want it done very, very quickly. In fact, as soon as the window opens in June, they want this done. Well, now we're hearing that Manchester United have agreed terms with the deal to sign Matheus Cunha. His sports media outlets in Brazil, namely Goal, have claimed that this deal is in fact done. And as soon as the window opens, the dotted line will be signed upon. Them I's will be dotted and the T's will be crossed. And Matheus Cunha will be a Manchester United player. This is quite significant because obviously talking about what David Ornstein has said recently before the Crystal Palace Arsenal game, which we've covered already on the channel regarding Manchester United's targets. Obviously, he wants Manchester United want in fact a number 9 and a number 10. We talked this morning more around the Liam Delap situation. But it is obviously been well known that Manchester United's number one target for their attacking role this season the season coming up is Matheus Cunha in the number 10 role. Matheus Cunha can also play number 9 as well. Now, just to look into this quickly, from what we said from David Ornstein, Manchester United will obviously go for Liam Delap, but they will also look inside what they've already got if they can't sign Liam Delap. That's no guarantee. Matheus Cunha, when you think about it, could play two different roles. Now, this isn't going to go down well, and this isn't going to be something that Man United fans want to hear, but could United actually be thinking that Matheus Cunha at this price and the guarantee that he brings in terms of Premier League experience, the age, the profile, the goal scoring and creative ability of him, could he play two roles and actually give United that other number 9 option alongside Rasmus Højlund? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just firing out an idea on this one here. Please do drop your comments in below and let me know what you think about that. But this is significant that Manchester United are spending a record amount of money on this deal. It is going to be 62.5 million. Brazilian Goal has said that that is the fee that is going to be paid. Personal terms they're also saying is agreed right now. So 62 million for Matheus Cunha, signed, sealed, delivered. First signing of the summer for Manchester United. First real significant signing of the summer. What else will come, we will see in the weeks of the transfer window opening. But this is basically the easiest transfer that Manchester United are going to make probably this summer. Cunha wants United. He's turned down other Premier League clubs. All of the media outlets that are saying that Matheus Cunha has got other options are just doing the rounds and covering all bases, I think, on this one. We know that Manchester United have contacted his agents. We know that everything is in place now for Matheus Cunha to come to Manchester United. It's not going to be affected by the European football or lack of next season. It's not going to be affected by the lack of Manchester United sales, i.e. need to sell before we buy. Ornstein has confirmed that. The money is there to buy him as soon as the window opens on June 1st. And Brazilian media are saying that Matheus Cunha is done. It's signed. He is going to be a United player. We can start seeing them pictures of Cunha in a red shirt. But what does this mean to United? And do they feel comfortable at signing Cunha and all of the effort? And like Ornstein said, how quickly United have moved this deal forward. Does that give them confidence knowing that he's there, that they can then obviously take their time and navigate the transfer window past that? Because in that front line, obviously you're expecting Ahmad to come back, you're expecting Bruno to push forward again. If Mason Mount stays fit, that's fantastic as well. Garnacho is there, Xerxes is there, you've got Kobe Mainoo who's moving into that role as well. Like Ornstein said, and I don't want to upset you. I don't want to come in this video and say things that you don't like. I'm just obviously spitballing a bit here, I know. But when you look into this, one thing that Ornstein said in that interview last night was that Manchester United, if they don't secure Liam Delap, which is no guarantee, again, like I said before, no guarantee Delap comes through the door to Manchester United. They want him, but if not, they may look to what they've already got. And they may look to go and spend that money in other positions. Now, this is the other part of this because obviously United need an 8 and they're looking for a quality number 8 to bring in. Do Manchester United stick with Højlund? Please don't hurt me. Push Cunha in as a possible 9 and make weight as well. Do they feel like getting enough goals with Cunha in the side at number 10 as well as a Bruno and an Ahmad now? Is that enough for them? I personally, and I'm with you, want Rasmus Højlund probably sent out on loan. He is not good enough to be a 9. We need a goal scorer in that position. But are United, they know what everybody's saying. We all know we need an experienced forward, but it doesn't look like they care. They're sticking to their plan. And is Cunha coming in actually going to give United that other option up front as well? Because we have got an abundance of 10s. And if there is money there for United to spend, could we be spending it on an 8 to bring Bruno back into the 10 role to maybe play alongside Ahmad and Cunha as a 9 maybe? The interchanging side of things, the false 9. I don't know. It's not usually how Amorim has operated, but United will not overspend in this window unless they are getting exactly the right profile of player. Now, they don't get Delap, who else is out there as a striker for Manchester United. Obviously, you've got the Jean-Philippe Mateta story. Again, another older player that United are not going to overspend on. We said earlier on this morning, if it's a player above 26, United are not going to be spending 30-40 million on that player. We've already turned down 58 million for Gyökeres, and that's even if we're in the Champions League, by the way. So we're looking at other players in this area, and we're probably going to be looking at specific strikers only of a certain age. I don't know who's out there. I think Ekitike is too dear. And maybe we're going to look to the 8. Look, I've just been thinking about it. We've got this news that Cunha is signed, sealed and delivered. Look, it's Brazilian sources and you can take it as far as you want. But Manchester United signing Cunha basically tells me that that is their top target and everything else has to fall in line after that. He was the number 1 that Ruben wanted. So we have added a character and we've added a quality player to our side, but it still leaves that element of doubt around that number 8 role. Sorry, not the number 8 role, the number 9 role. Could it be an 8 over a 9 now if we don't sign Delap? Look, I'm not saying Delap's off. I'm just going off what Ornstein said. And Liam Delap is not guaranteed yet. He has other options. I do believe if United gets Champions League football and we win the Europa League, Delap is signed, sealed and delivered. It's not even a problem. But Manchester United will still not change their transfer plan even if they get Champions League football. It's the same targets, it's the same players and same positions, and they still will not overspend or come away from their profile of player that they actually want. And that profile of player that they want is of a certain age and a certain longevity and sell-on factor if necessary. They are running it like a football business now. I just had this thought and thought, you know what? They've got Cunha in because they know he brings goals. He scored more Premier League goals than any Manchester United player in our squad this season. And you've got Ahmad coming back and what Bruno is doing as well. You can kind of see where they're looking at that there. A striker might actually be looked at as a bonus this season. Look, get your comments in and let me know. Tell me without absolutely jumping down your TV screen, mobile device screen, whatever you're watching this video on at me. Please don't. I'm just putting the idea out there. Get your comments in. Are you worried that that might be what we're thinking about? There's a lot of fans out there that actually feel like Manchester United's new structure is still not all that and they need a lot more convincing. Is this what you're worried about? Is this an excuse to avoid bringing in a number 9 and we still have to deal with Rasmus Højlund next season? Maybe we try and transform Joshua Zirkzee next season. Look, it is all concerning and I am with the majority. It's a 10 and a 9. We definitely need them. And I'm still confident that the lap will come in. But what about the other side of it? But Cunha done. That is excellent news for Manchester United. It's a fantastic signing and what we've needed at this football club. It's a character. He's an absolute animal on the pitch and it is everything United need. But that is your breaking news today so far this lunchtime that Cunha has signed, according to Brazil, and has agreed a deal to go to Manchester United. Let's see what happens after this. I'm sure we will get some bigger sources coming out to clarify this, but all roads are leading down the road of... All roads are leading down that path, of Matheus Cunha signing for Manchester United. We know it's coming, and obviously, I think now we're getting more and more confirmation of this deal being done. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in below, everybody, and obviously make sure, if you are loving the content, that you put a like on the video, and obviously subscribe to Forever United TV. I'll see you later on, everybody.